Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you may well notice, this is not my usual setup. This is Msgoldgirl setup, and I'm super excited that after all of these years of knowing you, that we are actually finally getting together to do a collab. This is, for me, this is kind of monumental because, no, it is. It's really exciting because I did not have a YouTube channel when I met Marnie, and I was makeup obsessed and found her channel and ran into her totally randomly one day at a synagogue event, and I was like, oh my god, I totally follow you on YouTube, and we kind of like hit it off, and then she was the inspiration for me starting my channel. And it's just really exciting that like with my work schedule and her YouTube filming schedule that we could actually get together to film this video today is like very exciting for me.
2 videos.
And yeah, 2 videos today because there's one on Marnie's channel and one on mine. If you when you are done watching this channel, I am going to put in the cards and in the description box below. Can I do that?
Yes.
Is that technologically possible? Because
is.
you guys know I'm technologically challenged. I will put Marnie's video into the cards and the description box, and you will see the other kind of segment of this video that we are filming today. So what we decided to do was show you guys in 2 separate videos, one on Marnie's channel and one on my channel, what our favorite cool and warm tone palettes are. For those of you who have been following me, you know that I love cool tone palettes. And for those of you who I'm sure all know Marnie, she loves warm tone palettes.
I do.
So we're going to share some of our favorites with you here today. And if you want to know the other 3 favorites that we talked about in the other video, be sure to go check out her channel and the video that we filmed that is going to be uploaded at the exact same time on her channel. And of course, if you're like not subscribed to her channel, you need to be.
Please.
I mean,
more the merrier. You're always welcome.
Really.
There's always room at my table.
Okay, so you start this one.
Okay. Also, I should say in the other video, we did a little bit of stuff we're not thrilled about on YouTube and some things that we do like. And here we're going to stick with the positive. Okay, so I am going to start with one that I think has been all over the internet, but and it's been, I think, supplanted by some newer releases, but it's still a really good palette.
So good.
It's the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know why I have the brush in there. I never keep the brush.
I love those brushes.
You do?
I do. I love the round brush.
I did. Anyway, obviously, don't find every single one of these shades wearable. In fact, the one shade that's super pretty, but I never ever use is not fairy? Bronze over here. I find it's too warm.
Oh, that's so interesting. And that's like one that I actually would wear.
On me, it's yellow.
It does look a little bit yellow.
Look at that.
But I feel like I layer that. I feel like in this palette, like these colors are so layerable. That's part of what I love about.
So that's exactly what I do. I take glistening, which is very light, and I pat it over it. And then all of a sudden, it's a little more wearable.
Pretty.
Anyway, I could play with this all day long. They're very soft and buttery and blendable. And
that palette's so good, you guys. Like, if you missed that, and as we're heading like now into spring and summer, I feel like this is such a staple. This was such a staple for me last year. I still think it's like in the top palette.
Really?
Like in my whole world. Yes.
Well, that's
it's like an awesome everyday greatness. Okay. So the palette that I want to show you guys, it's so funny because Marnie and I were playing with her makeup before we started filming this video, and she opened her top drawer in her bathroom and she was like, look at this palette that I've been using like nonstop. And it was the Milani Soft and Sultry palette, which is kind of a newer purchase for me. I bought this like in the last month, so it looks like really clean.
I was going to say
nice.
Mine looks like it's been through a war.
Because she's really used it. But look at this amazing palette, you guys. I have not heard anybody talking about this on YouTube. Except you, but like nobody else. This is not something like, I feel like when they came out with the original matte one.
Most love mattes, which is good, and I like it for its mattes.
I feel like everybody talked about that. But then
that is the one.
This did not get that much love. And I feel like it's such a fabulous eyeshadow palette, and it's just unique in that it's got some really beautiful cool tones, and it's like $15 if you go to Walmart, you guys. I mean, and the pigmentation of these is just beautiful.
I mean, I reach for that over all of my palettes right now.
It's so gorgeous. It's such an amazing palette. So if you guys like saw all the reviews on the other Milani palettes, but you didn't check out this Soft and Sultry, it can totally be like a soft everyday palette, or you can obviously use the top row to build stuff up. It's a great palette.
All right, let's talk about something we'd like to see more of on YouTube in 2019.
So yeah, I definitely am wanting to see, like, I feel like I've definitely been more inspired lately by videos that are showing like more wearable makeup tutorials, like not like this full glam, full coverage, everything, you know, with the lashes and all that kind of looks. You know, I'm I'm getting ready in like 15 minutes to go to the hospital every day. Like I'm looking for ways to like really quickly enhance my look.
I mean, come on, let's be honest. You wear a full set of false lashes, pancake makeup, and blue glitter eyeshadow every day, don't you?
All of you that see me in the hospital post-call, you know how glamorous I'm looking.
I mean, I think they're beautiful, like editorial kind of way, but I've never seen anyone in real life outside of Sephora or MAC
Totally.
that looks like that.
Like I so agree.
I can't wear that ever anywhere.
Which I think is such an interesting point that I want to use as a segue into this other palette that I'm about to show, because I feel like I feel like this holiday season, the Pat McGrath like craziness was so all over the internet. Like everybody was like talking about Pat McGrath. And every time I looked at the palettes in Sephora, I mean, aside from the fact that the cost is like, whoa.
Right.
I was like, I just can't imagine how I, in my life, would use these palettes. And I really wanted to try the formula because everybody was raving about him. But the only palette that I found that I like loved, that was Pat McGrath, that was actually wearable and not so editorial in nature is this platinum, it's called
Bronze.
the Platinum Bronze. Thank you.
I only know this because I just looked at it.
We just were looking at it. Let me see here.
It's so...
This is going to
Here,
like
I'll
fall
help you.
over.
There we
Thank you.
go.
So it's got these gorgeous, like cool
There we go.
toned, these beautiful cool tone shadows. Like it's got like this minky color. This is like my favorite color in the whole entire world. It's got like a taupey brown, this gorgeous cream color. The only matte shadow in the palette is this one. So it's not really a standalone palette, but certainly like if you're wanting to try like Pat McGrath and just see what the quality of the shadows are like, which they're awesome, like they're so good, but you don't want to,
Yeah. I want to touch the minky one.
but you don't want to buy one that's like super editorial. This is an awesome, cool toned one. Like how pretty.
Oh my God. Okay.
So beautiful, right? Like that color.
I'm looking at this and wondering if those are depottable.
This is a very, very, as beautiful. I really think the packaging is so beautiful, but it might be more convenient to depot them. I don't know. Like, I mean, God forbid you like break one of these shadows. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
That would be like terrible.
I wish you could. Maybe you can. Can you buy them? And you can't buy her shadows in singles.
No, I mean I don't think so. I've only ever seen palettes, but I've only looked on her website in Sephora.
The platinum one. That's really
so
pretty.
super pretty. They did not have this one at Sephora. I got it online at Sephora.
That's why I haven't
seen
it.
So yeah, just a beautiful palette. I just have to touch them all. Just touching that one's the like kind of purpley one. Right here.
This just screams your name.
Like, right?
Yeah.
It's like so...
You love purple.
I was on a recent video, like, Kevin was totally laughing at me because I was, like, raving about how awesome this palette is. And he was like, for those of you who saw that video, you know this. He was like, yeah, because it's so different to everything else you have in your collection. He's like, it's so unique.
How many same shades of the same lipstick do you have?
Totally.
I mean, it's just what we do.
We all do the same thing. Okay.
So I'm going to share something that I would like to see more of. And you kind of touched on it.
Yes.
You want to see more everyday tutorials? I want to see more tutorials. Period. And as a creator, I'm guilty of this myself. I do one or two every month, I'd say. Those are my least watched videos.
Just so interesting to me because that's like how I found YouTube was like by watching makeup tutorials.
Yes.
Like by trying to learn how to do makeup better.
They're my least watched, but some of my most engaged, meaning the most comments going back and forth and discussing what happened. So the people who watch are really into it.
Yeah.
But it seems like, I mean, maybe just because I stink at them is why there's less views.
No, you're good at them.
I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just an average woman muddling her way through.
But sometimes I think that's a really nice way to learn from other people. Is just to learn like what we all do like every day. Like what are we doing when we're slapping makeup on our face like every day just to like walk out the door and live like a real person's life.
Right.
So I want to see more tutorials also. I mean, I love watching product reviews, but I like to do tutorials and I like to watch tutorials. So I agree. I hope we're seeing more
like
of
show
those.
me the palette and then show me how you wear it. No, I need to do that too in my own videos, I think.
And
what do y'all think?
And Pitch from Arnie, I love her follow-up videos, like Where Are They Now videos. She has this whole series of videos on her channel that are like, where are the things that I loved in 2016? Or where are the things that I loved in 2012? And she actually goes back and talks about, you know, what are the things that I liked a long time ago? Do I still like them? Am I still wearing them? And I think that those kinds of follow-up videos are very enlightening because you see what are the products that people are going back to. Okay, I think I'm going to start doing these follow-up videos. Like, where are they now?
They're called Where Are They Now? And I go back. I mean, I used to go back 4 years because I've been doing this a long time. Now I go back 2 because 4 years most things have expired, even though I probably still have them.
Me too.
Because it's the world of makeup. We have an attention span like that. So 2 years, I go every month and revisit my favorites from that same month 2 years prior. So we'll be looking at January 2017 this month, and just am I still using them? Because I love them so much, I put them in a video. So if they're not still around, why and what am I using instead?
And this brings up another topic, which I think like in this world of like fast makeup, is it like fast clothing? What is it called?
Or
like where they're like, just like where they're like, there's new releases coming out like every 5 minutes. My hair's also really frizzy today.
Okay.
It's nice. It's nice to go back when new things are coming out so often. I think it's really nice to go back to the things that we did like a couple years ago and revisit those things, and if for nothing else, just to remind us that we have them and that we need to like dig into them and use them and not be totally consumed by all the new things that are coming out.
That is for me a selfish reason why I like doing them. It's like, oh, I forgot how good that yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
Okay, you ready for my next favorite?
Yes.
This is one that doesn't get a lot of love, except my friend Lisa J Makeup, someone else you should subscribe to, loves this as well. This is the Sigma Warm Neutrals Palette Volume 2. I don't know. I never saw Volume 1, so I couldn't tell you. But yes, there's a bright red shadow in here. And yes, I have used it. It is a very wearable, very travel friendly. It's that cardboardy, actually similar to what the Pat McGrath one is made out of, and yet not, because this is $25.
And also, like, I think that's so much more travel friendly. Look at how bulky this is. This is like a book.
That's okay. I'd still take it with me. But I've worn all these shades, and even this red one. I just, again, if you take a really fluffy brush and just very gently do it along the edge of your transition color, it just adds a little bit of warmth. You don't even notice it's actually red. And this green is really fun.
I was just going to say,
it's a little dry. I'm not going to lie. And of course, this palette is it's getting really dry. It's a few years old now. But
that's pretty though.
It's
like a nice,
it's
like
taupey
gray.
It's the color almost, with a little more
like a little bit of a green undertone. Yes, exactly. It's beautiful.
The rest of them, I will say this one is the most dry of them all because this actually has glitter in it. The rest of them are more shimmer or matte, and so they're much more smooth. Let's find a clean finger and do, see that one. Touch Iconic.
So pretty.
I'm running out of hands. I'm covered in
like these.
So
actually,
that's more buttery.
I want to do this one. This one has some glitter.
Does it?
And I really like this color here because this also is like a little bit of an army green. I'm really...
Ooh, that would look so good on you.
And you, Marnie, I feel like this would be so amazing on you. Do you ever use army greens on you?
Mm-mm.
Guys, like blonde-haired ladies look incredible in army green, and that's what she's wearing. You need to put this on your eyes.
I do.
So pretty.
Here, swatch it over here.
So that comes off a little brownie,
it does,
but
it has some
like,
green undertone. Yeah.
On my finger, it looked so green. It looked like it matched your shirt perfectly.
All right. Well, share another one.
On to the last one. I'm going to do like this last palette, and then I'm going to do a little bonus, like just a couple of singles I wanted to share with you guys. But the other really awesome cool tone palette that I feel like I just wanted
Never saw this. I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, that I just wanted to like remind you, like you probably have this somewhere in your collection, is the Lorac Pro 2.
And I know why I didn't know about this. I'm sorry to interrupt you, because it's all cool tone. So I just wrote it off.
It's all cool tone. But next week when I'm post-call and I come over here and I do a cool tone look on her, she's going to come over and like raid my cool tone shadows. So this is such a beautiful palette. Like every single shade, like even this, like...
Have you used the blue?
The blue I've never used. Okay. I have never used the blue.
Why do companies do that though? Like really?
I feel like for liner it would probably be pretty, but like how often am I using blue liner?
Why do they always throw in even that red one?
I don't know.
I'd much rather see them put in a different usable shade than this random...
I've never touched the blue. But I will say, all of these on the bottom, like these shimmers and these on the top, they're just so easy everyday looks, and I love this one right here, this cool tone. Wonderful, perfect, delicious transition color.
This video is going to cost me so much money.
So nice. So nice. You can just play with mine. So great, awesome palette. You guys, we all know that the Lorac formula is so amazing. And this palette, don't forget about it if you have it, because even though there are some darker colors over here that you can like use for more smoky looks, it's such like a wearable everyday palette.
It really is.
It's like stunning.
It's beautiful.
Love it.
Okay, this is my last one. And this is very budget friendly. Flower Beauty has a long name. Shimmer and no, it doesn't. Shimmer and Shade eyeshadow palette. This is the Golden Natural. I've been talking without showing you. This is almost the perfect palette. The reason why it's not 100% because they have a matte transition shade and they have some matte deeper tones, but they do not have a matte brow bone color, matte or satin. That would make it the perfect palette. they have a really nice shimmer here. So there's a lot of shimmer and a little bit of matte to balance it all out. Very warm, coppery shades.
Such a beautiful palette.
All
and
it needs
and there,
is that one.
the flower shimmers are like amazing. When she
crazy.
originally posted a video like talking about this in one of her favorites, I of course ran out and got the cool tone version of this.
You can't, yeah, and I have it sitting in my, no, I got the purple version. I mean, you can't tell because I'm covered in swatches, but this swatches
So buttery.
and feels as buttery, if not more buttery, than the Pat McGrath.
Does it?
Just touch one.
It actually does. It feels more silky. I feel like I need to go buy this palette today.
I'm just saying. I have a purple version. Do you have the purple one?
I have the purple.
Okay.
I actually bought both of the
if
cool.
you don't have the purple one,
there's
it's
like
yours.
two cool tone ones. There's like a purple and there's like a smokier one. And I gave my sister the smokier one because they were so similar, the purple and the smoky. And I was at her house last weekend and I was like, "Are you not using this?" And I like felt so offended. I was like, "I gave you this beautiful palette. I'm gonna like take it back if you don't use it." And she's like, "I have not touched it since you gave it to me." I was like, "This is not a makeup lover."
So I have the purple one and it's just sitting there.
Seriously, I think I'm gonna go get that. I might go get that one today. Like I
awesome.
cannot believe how buttery it is. What did the square ones that she came out with that were like Wanderlust? Comment below. Were those good? Did you get any of them?
I got one. It was
and
terrible.
And it was not good.
Not good.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
They were like
we
five.
will hear from everyone else, but I did not love, and the colors were weird.
They were interesting colors. I was at Ulta yesterday, as you all know now from this video, and I was looking at them, and they were all like the formula, like they were all smashed up. Like it was interesting. It looked like they were not.
I didn't.
Being
I
held
love
together.
a ton of Flower Beauty, but no.
But not those. Okay, well, good to know. Good
All right,
to know.
we'll share.
I'm going to show you
'Cause
really quick.
I just love this.
Isn't this cute? I got this from Tarte. You guys, when Tarte was having, y'all, the end of the year sales, or the Black Friday sales this year were like so out of control. I think I got this for like $6 or $7, and I just needed a couple of like little palettes.
I gotta remember that for next year.
I know. They were like so good. And I just wanted to show you guys a couple of my favorite cool tone singles that I feel like don't get like a ton of love. A couple or six. 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. One of them really quick is this gorgeous buxom shadow, and it is called Jet, I believe. I will list it down below, but it's buxom. Such a great transition tone. It can pull gray, it can pull purple. It's so awesome. This shade is called Satin Taupe. This is like such an oldie but a goodie from MAC.
That was like
Right?
one of the OGs from YouTube, period.
And it's so good. And then another MAC oldie but goodie is Patina, which is this one. Like so beautiful.
I think I have that one too.
It's kind of like a goldy, greeny, purpley. I don't even know, but it's beautiful. So like Satin Taupe and Patina are two. That along with my other favorite MAC shadow that you guys are probably going to remember that I am like forgetting the name of right now. My sister-in-law or my brother's girlfriend just gave me a pan of it for Hanukkah, and I'm like blanking on the name of it.
Another one that's on my list that I don't own.
Oh, so another MAC shadow. So MAC, they're still amazing, the MAC shadows, you guys. So MAC Charcoal Brown, this is so good. Like you can use it in your brows, you can use it as a transition color. So great. And then the last two are Take the Lead from ColourPop.
Or does it take the lead?
I don't know. I think it's lead because it's a
it's
lead color.
It's gray.
I don't know.
I don't know. At least we can pronounce it.
Take the
Sometimes
lead
we
or
don't
take
know.
the lead. I don't know, but it's this color from ColourPop, which is so great. And then Barcelona Beach from Makeup Geek. So I just wanted to share a couple of my favorite cool tone singles because
I forget about singles.
Yeah, singles are still so good. So. Was there anything else we wanted to talk about?
Yeah, we have written things down. Like I took some notes. Being the professional
Marnie's
that I
like
am.
so organized. I'm like so off the cuff. I'm like, what are we going to talk about?
No, because if I don't write it down,
you'll forget.
It's gone. It's like it didn't even happen. I would like to see videos like this, more collaborations with friends, with other YouTube creators, because the reason all of us started a YouTube channel, I hope, is because you wanted to interact with an audience, with other like-minded people that had a passion, and no one is more passionate about this topic than a fellow YouTube creator.
Totally.
And so whether you're friends in real life or you mutually enjoy each other's channels, in our case, I think it's both.
Yeah.
It's fun to see creators, cross paths here on the little screen, and I love seeing that. I love seeing people with like hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers collaborating with someone who has tens of thousands. I like seeing people who look totally different like it's just fun.
It's just
It
fun.
just reminds me
And
that
even
we have
people
more in common.
who have like different preferences. Like I think this was
Warm
such a
and cool.
this was Marnie's idea. I think it was such a great idea to do like warm tone palettes versus cool tone, because you so gravitate to the warms and I so gravitate to the cools. It's just a neat take on video. So this was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun filming today.
I did too.
And I was saying to Marnie when I was sitting in her bathroom earlier and we were going through makeup, I was like, I'm going to come over another day and we're not going to film and we're just going to play with makeup, because there's nobody in my life that like just wants to play with makeup with me. Like my mom will come over and I'll be like, Mom, look at this palette I got. And she's like, it's great. You know?
What is wrong with these people?
So it is. This is a lot of fun. So thank you for doing this with me.
Oh my God,
this was
it's my pleasure.
Super duper fun, and thank you guys for joining us. Go check out the video on Marnie's channel, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.